Hey guys, Robert Ziehe here again. Welcome to another episode of my videos. And today we're going to talk about holes. When you remember the last episode, we talked about ISO. And what I'm trying to do here is to bring you these technical stuff closer so that you in the future can forget about them and concentrate on the artistic side of your photography. Yes, to know your technique, to know your gear, to know your equipment is essential for your work. But, I say but a lot, but I believe photography is art. And art you don't learn. Art you feel, art you live, art is experience, art is trying and failure and trying again and learning by doing, as my friend Helmut said. Let's get right into it. When we want to understand what holes have to do with photography, we have to remind ourselves that we want to make pictures with a box in our hands that either contains a film or a sensor. And since we are drawing with light, we have to make sure that this light gets onto our film or our sensor somehow. This is what these holes are for. Now, different kind of holes have different effects on our picture. Why this is, I will show you with this little cardboard box. As you can see, this is a pretty regular cardboard box. What I did to it, I taped a white piece of paper on the one end, and on the other end I have a huge hole. And as you can see, I made a second hole so that I can fit my telephone in here. I can spy and see what's happening inside the box. Because now I'm going to totally close this so that no light whatsoever can enter the box. Unless it is from that hole right here. For the set of the box, I take the gaffer tape just to make sure that no light comes inside other than that through the big hole here. And with a second hole in the box on my phone so that we can spy inside the box to see what's going on in there. The light that is going through this hole is wonderfully illuminating the white paper in the back of the box. Now, see what happens when I do this. Oh my god, magic. Actually not. Totally simple physics. Let me show you what just happened. It didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it to, but you see, you get the picture. So it was a little too dark inside, so I went out. I caught the last few sun rays, you know, sun is setting already. But it's okay, it's okay. You understood, didn't you? Huh? The principle? You did, absolutely. Otherwise, if you didn't, feel free to question, you know, right down there below, question, comments. I'll be happy to try to explain it a little better, and maybe the next I've been I'm sorry. Well, photography can be fun, absolutely. Yes. How do we see things? Well, generally speaking, everything that surrounds us is lit by the sun. The light from the sun hits that object and reflects right back. And this reflected light enters through a hole in our eyes. And well, you know the rest of the story. In optics, a hole or an opening through which light travels is called aperture. And the size of this aperture determines how the image will be that we can see. Let me show you how this principle works. So, we have here our box. Right? The box. And we have here our object. Right? And this is our tiny little hole right here. When the light from the sun hits that object, it reflects right back. It goes like this, squeezes itself here and gets all the way down to this thing, to the back of the box. The same, the light that bounces from here. Bigger tree, not bigger tree, a bigger tree. Okay, box, hole, there's an end. The light goes right here. But what happens in the box is the thing. We see our object upside down. But we see the image. You know, light travels in a straight line. So the light that goes from here, squeezes through the hole, and reaches the back of the box right here. But we're seeing the object upside down. That's actually what happens with your eyes. It's the same thing. We see our world upside down. But Smarty Brain in here goes and tweaks it around so that we can, well, so that we can get around. You know, her brain tweaks everything around and okay. Anyhow, so this is the tiny little hole. But if we have the same box right here with that huge hole, the first one that we had, you know, the light coming from this object, you know, would get in here, but will also get in here, and in here, light actually does travel in a straight line, so I'm not the best drawer. Maybe that's because I am a photographer. So this is a whole lot more of light that reaches here the back of the box. And that's why when we have that huge hole here, everything that I see back here is kind of out of focus. It's like big and messy, lots of light. This is the same principle with the box and with our cameras. Tiny little hole, sharp image, big hole, fuzzy image. The lens aperture in our cameras is generally referred to as f number. On our lenses, you typically find marks of f-stops that the f numbers can be set to. In general, f2.8 to f2.8 to f22. Note here that the smaller the number, the bigger the hole. Small number, big number, small. And now that we understand how the story wisdom holes work, guess what? Let us use it for our creative process when shooting images. Small aperture, big number, sharp image. Big aperture, small number, only the object is in focus, all the rest is blurry. Combine this with what you learned about ISO in the last video and voila! More creative opportunities opening up for us. I hope you liked this video. Once again, thank you very much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. In the next video, you meet the third of 3 members of our short series. You will then have the perfect tools to bring your photography to the next level. I hope to see you soon. That's all.